it's me again. And today I'm drinking this Martin House Ale beer. It's called Golden Eyes. Golden Eyes. Which is Oro Ojos in Spanish. Oro Grande means big gold. Oro Ojos, golden eyes. Zlati. The Czech word for golden is zlati. And Martin House is a brewery sort of local to me. It's in Fort Worth. It's in Texas. It's only a couple hours away in Fort Worth. There you go. So I'm drinking this. It's a wheat beer with orange flavoring. Cheers. So let's get into it. I had lots of questions today about the Shell. So Shell closed the deal today. So Conoco Philips bought the Shell asset, and link below to my video that I did on it. They had the asset for sale just around the same time Oro Grande was for sale, the Torchlight. Shell wanted $10 billion. 3 energy companies were interested: Devon, Marathon, and Conoco Philips. Conoco Philips got it. They acquired it in July, and the deal was announced in September. Now, they took control of the asset like 10 weeks before the deal was even announced, and today it closed. It closed again at 10. It closed again at $9.5 billion, which is what it was in September. Despite the price of oil going down, this remains high. Everybody is like, the oil dip, it's temporary down here. Like I said, morale still remains high down here with oil. And now Bank of America, a top tier 1 analyst, says oil will be over $125 a barrel this winter. JP Morgan one-upped them, saying it's going to be $150. So that gives me high hopes for the dividend. Other high hopes for the dividend. So a very good friend of mine, his name is DJ, and his Twitter account is DJ_H2O. DJ was a scuba diver, and he taught scuba diving in like Aruba. Isn't that crazy? He was a scuba diver, but now where he lives, there's not very good scuba diving. But he was an avid scuba diver, and I hope he scuba dives soon with this divvy payout. So DJ has been my group of meta friends on Reddit, the Reddit group MMATR, Mater. Me and DJ have worked together on some projects. One of them was the Bitcoin oil. So DJ called the HNRI offices, and they thought maybe he had oil land for sale, and they wanted him to sign a slew of NDAs. And then we never heard back from him. But he called HNRI. DJ has called NASDAQ. He had a number to the front desk of NASDAQ essentially for a while. It was pretty awesome. Like, DJ was the guy if you needed something on the phone or answers on the phone. Like, he still has. He has like this magical power of people answering him. So DJ asked George Palikaris today. I appeal to George at Palikaris. Good nature for mildly detailed MMTLP update. Sir, can we investors get some reassurance that the Meta team is diligently working towards resolving the dividend, whether through sale, spinoff, or other means? That means selling the dividend. George Palikaris replies with, only a few moments ago, "Hi, Dave, DJ_H2O. Our team is diligently working towards resolving the dividend, which involves multiple parties. We appreciate everyone's patience. Money tag MMAT." This gives very good hopes, guys. Now, very, very good hopes. Like I said, the asset, the paperwork was there. The permits were filed for drilling. John Berta starts tweeting. Okay? because he's under no obligation anymore. He can start to tweet. The assets are filed. Extra wells were recompleted, which went above and beyond the compliance agreement with university lands. To me, that really said that there was a buyer. And as we know from the other case studies, the asset was acquired quite some time before anything was announced. I'm not sure what NDAs are, but it looks like multiple parties are involved in this, and, we might not hear anything until there's a payout. Like I said, Meta likes to take people by surprise. They have a history of taking people by surprise. So shout out to DJ. He earned it. He earns this fame. Like, he has been, like, the phone guru, and that's, like, his superpower. I imagine, like, he has some really, like, Rico suave, sexy voice, because, like, everybody answers them. All right. So, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 a.m. Texas time, and I don't know what time you'd be if you lived in Arizona, but that's the metamaterials meeting. They might not talk about the dividend there. There's a good chance that they won't. When the Shell Conoco Philips deal happened, the asset was already acquired, and they had their annual meeting, and no mention of the sale or any control of the asset was used at that meeting. And then later they announced it. You might want to expect the same here, but that tweet from George is very reassuring. That it involves multiple parties. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So the other multiple parties who were interested in the Shell Conoco Philips, I mean, it's a big chunk of property, and it was expensive, was Devon Energy and Marathon. But like I said, there could also be Exxon, and it could also be an Elon Musk. He was my, like, long shot in all this. Not out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, everybody's asking for Bird Lady videos. If, that's not the realm of possibilities either now, too. If I told you 6 months ago, you would be asking yourself, you'd be asking a woman in a bird suit about stock and dividend information, what would you say? Okay, like I said, if there's no announcement about the dividend tomorrow, don't panic. The price of MMTLP might drop significantly. Maybe that's time to buy some more. If it drops enough, I'm buying some more. Because the dividend, if it's not announced, people are going to try and FUD, okay? The people are going to say, there's no dividend. We're going to wait. Haha, you got screwed. Like I said, don't panic. And if you see the price of MMTLP drops, you're in it for the divvy. You're in it for the divvy. Because the Shell, they started the agreement for the sale officially on mid-September, about. I'm not sure off the top of my head. And the price of oil has been fluctuating, but it's still closed at that sale price of $9.5 billion. $9.5 billion. This gives me good assurance for the dividend. Again, we're going to keep the same price. 29 to 46. And I gave Allie the price of 35.34, and that's based on the statistical weight of 3.1 billion barrels of oil. Now, if there's 3.7, 3.1, there's your discount. But we will see. Like I said, that's what I gave Allie from Trading Secrets, but that could be the price range. We could see any number in that price range. Be cool if it was like more up here, but we'll see. The price of that negotiation with Shell Conoco Philips remains strong, and it puts a lot of pressure on buying land, even though the Oro Grande and Hudspeth is kind of no man's land right now. The tweet from George Palikaris is very reassuring, and it looks like they might be finalizing. It looks like they might be finalizing some stuff. Like I said, Meta Materials has a history of taking people by surprise and doing things last minute. And if you don't hear anything tomorrow at that meeting, it's okay. We got the tweet from GP. The Bears are scared. They're going to try every tactic they can to scare you. And that's why you just mentally prepare yourself. Okay, guys. I will see you soon. Enjoy. Cheers. Goodbye.